having the ability to go to strobe without having to have like some sort of like Legend of Zelda up, down, left, right, left cheat code or something. You know what I mean? Like it was really, really cool to me because I'm thinking
Kamani code, yeah.
Yeah, instantly, you know, game genie. Magnetically rechargeable. It's got white focus light that's 2500. Still use my firearm and keep it closer to my person. Most of the times I'm not clearing a house with a large can on the front of it or a suppressor on the front of it. You have white light mode. Click it again, you have a red light mode. Now, for the purposes of this video, some people are going to ask, why do you have a diffused light and why do you have a focus light? Same El Presidente drill, right side. You ready? Yep, go. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's it. It's 1200 lumens. Unless you're running that thing wide open for 40 minutes straight, you're going to be able to run it on high for a long time. But anytime you get in your car, anytime you get access to anything, you just take the magnetic charger, leave it on it, walk away, and you're good to go. How much you can focus that beam that way, or the fact that the reflector wants to focus it and disperse it outwards or widthwise or flood it. I want you guys to see this test because this is the kind of stuff we do at Powertac. Obviously, we believe in this Diamondback rifle. We believe in our flashlights. We know our products, and we machine them a certain way, but this is what goes in that a lot of people don't realize goes into product testing. I love that you're giving us ideas, which is really cool. Because I'm not a big coyote hunter. I don't know those things, so that's something I'll definitely.
There may not be a market y'all care about.
Well, it may be, but I would venture to say that there probably is because I didn't realize that the night vision market is as huge as it is. It's because I'm just running a PBS 14 white phosphor Photonis. This is our new guardsman.
My favorite thing I've seen at SHOT Show.
Really?
I'm not kidding. Everybody asks me what's your favorite thing. This is my favorite thing.
Obviously. Guaranteed from finger to finger, bumper to bumper, we say low. Cool thing I like about this for LEO, military, or concerned citizens, okay? I can just hang out and talk to you, you don't even know what's in my hands, okay? Last second, I can put some light on if I need to, okay? And let's say that you turn around, keep it bright, okay? Not everybody wants to keep it bright, let's say you keep it bright. You're walking down the street or you're just hanging out somewhere and somebody decides they're going to talk to you. Hey man, what's going on? How's it going? I watched your eyes change just now I did that. I didn't even put it directly in your eyes, but at 1200 lumens, this rechargeable 123 size light, this thing still has way more than enough to actually change that conversation. I'm not even going to put it directly in your eyes. It's a laser beam. Absolutely. It changes it, right? This was designed to work with a coin, so you can put a coin in that slot to open it. I'm going to show you a couple cool tricks. If you have a 12 gauge shell, you can open it. If you have a 45 ACP or similar cartridge like this, you can open it. Heck, I've even gone so far as to test it with a USB cable. Why am I showing you this? Because this is something that you might actually need. This is part of why the design on this is as wide as it is, so that you can actually figure out how to use this properly. We want you to be able to use this light when you need it. It's designed with this cutout here, and one of the things that I can do is take my magnetic charging cable and let it charge while it's on my belt, on my person, in my vehicle. I don't have to keep it on a charger. I don't have to remove the battery, put it somewhere, put it on a charger, and then if I get a call, run to the charger, grab it, put the battery in it, turn it back on, put it back in my holster, none of that. It's ready to go. The second I have to leave the vehicle, it simply pulls away from the magnetic charge. Guys, welcome to another episode of the Powertac podcast. I've got YouTube, I've got Facebook, and I've got Instagram. Might have Facebook, might not. We don't know yet. Instagram, guys, I can't answer a lot of your questions depending on how the feedback goes today on camera number 1. So we're going to see how that works out. Go on over to YouTube, click, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Really appreciate the Instagram guys tuning in. Really appreciate the YouTube crowd tuning in. We're kind of jet lagged. It's been a long week or two for me. It's been a great week or two for Powertac. Moment of silence for Southern Tactical and their blades. They were at Blade Show. Powertac was at Blade Show. I was not. So the first and foremost thing I want to do for everybody that knows me, everybody that knows Powertac is basically apologize that I was not able to go to Blade Show this year. As you guys may know, full-time police officer in addition to my career with Powertac, and we had some incidents that you cannot walk away from. I will leave it at that until a further time. And I was not able to attend Blade Show, and that's a very disheartening thing for me. I love Blade Show. I hate that I missed you guys. I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, hate that I missed you guys at Blade Show. Really hoping that we get some people that tune in. Let me know that they had a great time at Blade Show. Let me know whether or not they saw us at Blade Show. If you didn't see us, shame on you, because we had a lot of cool things going on in Blade Show. But regardless, if you want to ask me any questions, anything you might have missed, anything you might have saw, I want you to go ahead, go to the YouTube page, click, share, ring the bell, all that stuff, whatever you have to do. But ask me questions on the YouTube. The YouTube is the main ability for me to see. The Instagram chat is about this big, and at 36 years old, it's getting harder for me to see that stuff. I'm becoming that guy that says young man when I talk to people. It's sad but true. That being said, we're going to talk about a couple things really quickly. Again, this might be an abbreviated stream, and I hate that for you guys. A bunch of stuff popping up on the Instagram feed. I cannot see it. Get on YouTube. Check us out on the YouTube side, because I can't see the Instagram stream. I can't say that enough. YouTube guys, I'm talking straight at you now, okay? We got a lot of exciting things coming up. We've got some collaborations coming up. We got a lot of stuff we've been working on at Powertac. And there's a lot of crazy stuff going on as usual. It's 2022. We still have built back better and all that magical stuff. But the big thing I want to say is we're going to start doing some cool stuff on the website. We're going to start doing some cool stuff on different networks and different social medias. The main thing that I need you guys to understand is people need to start reading instruction manuals. People need to start reading when there's sales. People need to start reading just all kinds of stuff. Take 2 seconds. We had like 7 people come to our booth at Blade Show, and they were like, hey, my light doesn't work. You got to remove the piece of plastic that keeps it from killing the battery. That's number one. We had a bunch of those guys show up at Blade Show. You know who you are. I wasn't there, so I wasn't able to give you about 10 pounds of crap in person. But, I wasn't able to do that. But I know that people came up and said that. We had a lot of questions about the Mark Mini, okay? The Mark Mini, if you don't know, it is our adjustable or adjustable, depending on who you speak to, firearms light, okay? Now, momentary or press it on, press it off. Really, really great option. Magnetically recharges. Why do I say that? I say that because it's magnetically rechargeable. You don't have to take the batteries out. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to remove from your firearm. Set it, forget it, okay? You can set this up in your rack and do what you got to do. Biggest thing I can tell you is the Mark Mini is probably going to be on sale soon, or there might be another model of the Mark Mini coming on sale soon. You heard it here first. I can't really say anything more about it, but keep your eyes peeled on the Powertac website, because the Mark Mini is actually getting a facelift, maybe. It'll look differently from here. There might be stuff added. There might be stuff subtracted, probably added. Can't really tell you. That being said, I want to tell the guys on Instagram, because I keep seeing comments pop up. I can't really see your comments on Instagram. If you go to the YouTube feed, I can see your comments. I can answer your comments. I can say what's up to you. If I missed you at Blade Show, I suck. I suck. That's the only answer I've got. I suck. I couldn't see at Blade Show because I suck and I didn't show up. Going back into it. We've had a lot of comments and questions about the M5G2. Okay, we've got some really, really exciting, cool stuff in the pipeline. This is one of them. $79, 2,000 lumens, magnetically rechargeable, lifetime warranty. What do I mean when I say lifetime warranty? If you throw it in a canyon and you find pieces of it, is it IPX8 rated, water submersible, all that good stuff? Yes. If you do something stupid, tell us a story. Okay. I'm literally going to challenge you. I want you guys to use this stuff. Okay. I want you to actually use what you buy from Powertac. I know that's a crazy, crazy thought. Guys buy watches, okay, and then they walk around stores like this because they don't want to scratch their watches. No, I don't want that. I don't want that from any of you guys. M5G2, okay? The M5G2 is 2030 lumens. It is the smallest tactical practical flashlight you can get. It doesn't have the super aggressive knurling of the E9R. There's a reason for that. The E9R is kind of more of a larger, ready to go, roll of quarters in your hand flashlight. Obviously something that we can mess with. But the M5 is a little bit more low profile. It's a little bit more discreet, okay? It's a little softer on the hands, if you will, okay? A little softer on the fingies, the distal phalanges and all this stuff, all the dexterity stuff that comes into play. It's a little bit softer on that. Why? It's by design. We had people that said that the E9 was a little bit more aggressive. We had people that said the E9 was a little bit too tough or ruined clothing, ruined pants, pulling it in and out of pants. It would kind of do that thing where it starts ripping the fabric, kind of like when you got a cool pocket knife. This isn't as cool anymore, but there's stories behind that. But it's kind of like that when you get a cool clip on your pocket knife. You know what I'm talking about, John. I hope John chimes in so I can say something to him. But obviously, M5G2 in stock, available on our website. I know a lot of guys were having problems getting them. They're back in stock. They're on our website. The M5G2 2000 lumens, that's like $79. That's a no-brainer. Okay. We'll be doing coupon codes here shortly in the video. It's a no-brainer. Do what you got to do. Going to the YouTube comments. Hi from Portugal. What's up? How are you doing from Portugal? I want to know how you're doing. Okay. SPG1. My dad did that with the Huntsman LT. It got him too. Love it. Now the battery protector is out. It got my girlfriend's father. Like, if anybody in the world should have an excuse to watch or pay attention to the YouTubes, the live streams, talk to me in person, hear my stories and my events, my girlfriend's father. Hey, why is this not turning on kind of stuff? It happens to the best of us, man. Happens to the best of us. Noco EDC, very, very cool dude. Good channel. Check out Noco EDC. I think Pew Daily was in here. I want to say shout out to you. I think I saw you. And Waft was in here. If you don't know what Waft is, shame on you. Shame on you. W.O.F.T. Google it. Find out. If you're a firearms guy, if you're an everyday carry guy, if you're a flashlight guy, if you're just a cool guy or a cool chick, you need to know what Waft is. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. But maybe in the future, that won't be all I'm going to tell you. Anyway, hey, what's up? How are you doing, Sam Edwards at Vesp LD? Okay, at Vesp, but I see what you're doing here. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the chat. Today's going to be heavily questions based. I know that sucks sometimes for the people that are viewing and want cool sales and cool discounts, all kinds of stuff. If you check our Instagram feed, you'll see we just did a gas prices suck sale. Tell you this. A guy I talked to was talking to me today because cars break down, and I was in a Lyft, and he said that he makes $2,500 a week, and $1,000 of that goes to gas. I say that because that sounds terrible. So we're going to help you with the sale on flashlights. I don't know how that's going to help you. Maybe it'll help you put one in your car that you want to drive, one in your car that you don't. But we're doing it anyway. There's really no rhyme or reason besides you guys are great. You're awesome. We want to support you. John Rogers, this is my first time here. Wanted to say hi. I want to say hi to you, John. I appreciate you tuning in. I hope that something here helps you or helps anybody in the future that you know, and you should buy a flashlight because John Rogers, I expect to see your name on the order sheet. As a matter of fact, if you use coupon code LIVE40, anyone in here uses LIVE40 in the next 10 minutes, you'll get 40% off a Powertac product. I don't care what you buy. I don't care if it's the Destroyer. I don't care if it's an E9R. I don't care what it is. We want you guys to check us out. We want you guys to be a part of what we're doing. And it's my way of saying I didn't get to give you guys discounts and deals and all that cool stuff at Blade Show because I suck and I didn't attend Blade Show this year. So that's my my thank you to you, John Rogers. You provoked me to throw out a LIVE40 coupon code. Everybody that uses that coupon code could thank John Rogers. You're welcome. Thanks, John. Me and Vespa are affiliates for you guys. We had to tune in. Of course you had to tune in, man. We love that, okay? We love that. We love when you guys come in. If you guys have any feedback on the products, feel free to share. If you guys have any positive or negative or even just creative criticism, okay? I'm a big fan of the phrase amateurs train until they get it right, professionals train until they get it wrong. Sometimes it might be something so simple as we come out with a feature on this flashlight and it sucks. We think it's great. We put a lot of research into it, and just somewhere it sucks to one of you guys. I want to know. We want to know, okay? Because that's part of what we're doing. We don't make flashlights for us. We make flashlights for you. I know a lot of people might think that that's kind of no, of course, it's a sales pitch and a schmooze. The best way you can tell if your business is doing well is if people are buying your product, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's clothing, people talking, about your product or promoting it or selling it is one thing, but you can genuinely tell when someone likes something because they're enthusiastic about it. They'll brag about it. If somebody brags about your product, if somebody buys the Cadet from Powertac, okay, a little laser beam of a light, $79, and they go, man, I'll put this $79 Powertac up against anything else you have. That's infectious, okay? It's no different than when you buy a Hellcat Charger and somebody pulls up in a 69 Corvette with a 427 L88 motor. I don't know. No, 69 should have been an L88. Somebody here hopefully can comment on that, showing my age. Someone shows up in a car like that and just waxes that Charger Hellcat. People are going to talk about it, okay? When you get excited about something, it's just natural. It kind of happens. So I hope you guys do the same. Anthony, USMC, you did finally get here. Welcome to the party, pal. Welcome to the revolution. Had a bunch of holy craps when I broke out the Destroyer at a training course. What kind of training course were you doing, SPG? That's our friend Dan at SPG1 Tactical. I can't remember the name of your book, Dan. I feel like you're going to have to plug it on YouTube. So one of our viewers is proponents of Powertac, fans of Powertac, if you will, ambassadors and users of Powertac. Dan from SPG1 Tactical has a great book, and I cannot remember the name of the book. I want to say it's The 6 Bullets You Shouldn't Leave Home Without. I'm not positive. Anyway, you guys sent me the M5G2 and I love it. You better love it. That is an awesome, awesome flashlight. Very, very cool flashlight. I want to know what you were running before you got the M5G2. I'm very curious, Noko. Very, very curious. Patches, guns, and knives. Anthony, USMC, you're going to have to DM Powertac and let me know what kind of cool patches, guns, and knives you've got. Do you make patches, Anthony, or do you just have cool patches, guns, and knives in your personal collection? I need to know that. I would love it if the E3 had a lower setting for first mode and push button and hold for turbo mode, but I love that it's small. I would almost fight you on that, Sam Edwards. You think that E3 should have a low setting? I'm kind of a fan of the idea of having one mode on a pocket flashlight. I'm kind of a fan of that, Anthony. I don't know why. I feel like it should have one mode. I'm curious as to why your thoughts that a light with such low output as far as the the AAA battery, why it should have a higher output setting. Are you more concerned with having basically like something that can lend itself to both parts? Because to me, the E3 is a emergency backup, oh crap, something to have on you. But you might be onto something there. It used to have 3 modes. I believe it has 4 now. I'd have to double check and look. How did I have a 69 427 Corvette? I hate you. I hate you that you have a 69 427 Corvette. I thought we were friends. We're no longer friends. As a pistol course, the book is The 6 Bullets You Can't Leave Home Without is the book that SPG1 Tactical, Dan Spagnone, very intelligent speaker, tactician, very, very cool book. You need to check it out, okay? You need to support him, support the channel, support all that stuff. Do all that stuff. Do all that good stuff. I like a low setting also. Don't want to wake up the wife when I got to take my pills in the middle of the night. Okay, understandable. Understandable. I always try and think of it on a way less... I feel like SEAL Team 6 is going to come in and try and kill me in my sleep. I don't know why SEAL Team 6. It'd be like the Russian equivalent of SEAL Team 6 is the KGB is going to come in and sneak into my room and try and kill me. And I need to just throw the coals to them. So I usually just like to have one really bright flashlight that I can throw the coals to. Oh, Noko. Oh, that one hurt. I usually run an O light. Oh, I hope you guys drag him in the comments. Just kidding, Noko. We love you, man. We love you. That's blasphemous to me, though. Hope your pants don't catch on fire. Oops. But anyway, that being said, gonna get back into it. Instagram guys, if you can hear me, if you can feel me, any of that stuff, I can't really see your comments on Instagram. My eyesight sucks. I'm getting old. I don't know what to tell you. You got to go on the YouTube page. You got to like, subscribe, check out all that stuff, ring the bell, all the cool stuff. Okay. No OLights. Those are IEDs. I did get to see that comment. No OLights. Those are IEDs. Yep, I read that correctly. I didn't say that. Somebody else will. Speaking of IEDs, my helmet took a spill the other day, not with this HL10 Explorer, but I was in SWAT school, or SWAT training, I should say. And I had this little Amazon special job that goes on here. It's a Shorewow. Don't know what that even means. But it's a helmet adapter so that you can run a TAC helmet, which mine is in my patrol vehicle. I don't have it here. You can run a TAC helmet, and this thing took a smack with my helmet. I'm more concerned about my helmet than the HL10 Explorer. But the HL10 Explorer, if you use coupon code LIVE40, okay, coupon code LIVE40 on our website right now, we're going to do 40% off anything on the website. Whether you want to do a big light, small light, HL10, whether you want to do a cadet. If you don't know about this, I feel like most people don't appreciate the HL10 for everything it is. The HL10 is a white light diffused, a red light diffused, and I don't know if you could see that because it barely has an output, but that's IR, okay? And if I change the modes on the white light and double-click that side fast, the diffused white light strobes. If I go over to the red light, double-click that fast, the red light strobes, okay? Now, if I go over to the IR and double-click that fast, I don't know if you can see that. You could see it on the iPhone will pick it up. The Canon really won't. The Canon can barely pick it up. This is a great marker, a great indicator. Some of the guys I was in SWAT school with or SWAT training with were running night vision as well. This is an IR illuminator, an IR indicator. Okay, you can run it as just an IR light, or you can run it as an IR indicator. You can keep it on the front of your helmet. You can just keep it on your kit on a GoPro mount. You could leave this somewhere as an IR illuminator, IR indicator. And the next thing you know, okay, the next thing you know is that when you turn around and do this, this is $139. And I'm giving you guys coupon code LIVE40. If you're just joining me, Instagram crowd, can't answer your questions, get on YouTube. I know it sucks. It's less convenient. Get on YouTube. Ask me questions. Coupon code LIVE40 on the website, powertac.com. Anything that you can get, I dare you. I dare you to spend your money. Tell your wife to shut up. I mean, no, don't do that. Powertac is responsible for a 187 in Los Angeles County after a male tells somebody to shut up. That being said, or female, or attack helicopter, whatever you identify as these days. Probably should use a filter from now on. That being said, is that a stream light or a micro stream? Oh, that's terrible. I have some of those. You should throw them directly into the guard. Give them to people you don't like. No, they're not bad. They're good stuff. We make better stuff, but they're good stuff. The Saber Lance for great for the middle of the night. Absolutely, Miss Danielle. Absolutely. I signed up for the application. Still haven't received anything unless confirmation registration. Portugal preppers, I will get on Steve from Powertac's case about that. I'm going to put him on blast. I think there's a guy from Powertac that just sucks and he's lazy. I don't know who that could be. Portugal, I will get that taken care of for you. Y'all should have more smaller lights to your EDC collection on your site. In the process, that's partly why we're running the Cadet, okay? If you look, very, very small. Single RCR 123, okay? God, these Instagram comments keep coming. I feel like that old man. There's plenty of happy customers with the New Jersey Sharpshooter. Check out the New Jersey Sharpshooters crew. I hear they like Powertac, is what I'm reading. So it's a tiny RCR 123, okay? So now, you put that tiny RCR 123, you got to put the tail cap on the right way. You put that tiny RCR 123, and this thing will beat the pants off of anything with a AA or AAA, okay? Beat the pants off of it. And it's still small. It still can disappear in your pocket. It's still magnetically rechargeable, okay? Still magnetically rechargeable. Sorry, Instagram crowd. I'm not catering to you, unfortunately. Magnetically rechargeable. Deep pocket carry clip or clips onto your hat. Okay. Proud button on the tail cap. So it's easy for you to access that. You could do a partial click, or excuse me, a press or a full click. Okay. So momentary, no sound for you guys that think that you walking into your house and you click that one time, 8 guys are going to shoot and attack you. Absolutely. But if you just slightly press down, then you're good to go. Okay. That's our solution for you, Mr. Edwards. Get a Cadet, $79. $79. Uses the same charger as the E9, same charger as my personal favorite, the Warrior. We're looking at getting everything to kind of charge the same way. We've got 2 types of magnetic chargers. Reason is for amperage, duration, and the way that it interfaces in the heat sinking. Our main concern is that the light works and works perfectly for you. Unfortunately, there's currently two Powertac chargers that you could possibly have as far as the magnetic charging goes. Not all of them work identically well. Or they both work identically well, but not all of them interface identically. We're working towards that. Obviously, technology changes every day. That being said, that's the Cadet, $79. You need that, okay? Yeah, New Jersey Sharpshooters are all on our... You better all be on your Instagram, okay? I got to take a breath. You guys got me talking too much. Right now, it's a race to see who's going to have more viewers. We got more viewers on Instagram than YouTube. No, now we got more viewers on YouTube. That's pretty cool. Instagram, guys, I can't answer your questions. I see stuff popping up. If you go over to our YouTube channel, click like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, whatever. I could take care of you guys, but I can comment. I can see that. I'm not set up to see comments on my phone here because I stink. That being said, so the next thing I want to talk about in today's Powertac podcast, we're going to start bringing guests back on the show. I need you guys to give us some feedback. Get on our Instagram, comment. I'm going to put a post up, or go onto the Facebook Powertac fan page. Okay. We no longer have our official business profile page, but we have a fan page. Reason we're doing that, we can interact with you better. It's set up to where we can interact with that. That's a good thing. Facebook's customer service also is about the equivalent of a wet noodle. I don't know what that means besides the fact that it sucks. And Facebook, you can fight me on that. I wish one of you would reach out to me and talk to us about our Facebook page that got hacked. That being said, get on YouTube, subscribe, get into that fan page, and tell me what you think. Tell me what kind of guests you would like to see. Okay. I always am going to err on the side of the tactical guys, the guys who have that tactical mindset, the EDC crowd. You might have something totally different. You might have something totally out of the blue that, I don't have the ability. Tell me. You might have a guy that you present. We're going to have some of our brand ambassadors come on, but I really like organic stuff. I would like to I have an idea. I want to do an unboxing video with a couple of random people, 3 or 4 or 5 people on a live podcast, and see what their organic opinion is before they ever use the light outside. Because to be quite frank, you take our original Warrior, okay? This is the light that kind of set us on fire, if you will. Not a no light. That's a different kind of fire. This is the light that set us on fire. 650 lumens. 650 lumens. Our really, really inexpensive pocket lights now scorch this thing. And this is only, 8-10 years ago. $79.99 on our website. The Powertac M5G2. 2030 lumens. So if you get this and you're just looking at it as a flashlight, you're like, okay, cool. It's a pocket flashlight. Yes, I turn it on, I turn it off. It's a flashlight. It is until you go outside and you see what 2,000 lumens out of a small, compact pocket flashlight is. 2,000 lumens, with not all lumens obviously being created equal, but 2,000 lumens out of a small flashlight like this is very, very different. And I would love to see, usually by the time we get feedback, we're past the initial opening and that, oh my God, not all flashlights are created equal. You guys really have this awesome, awesome flashlight. But I feel like we might be losing some of the good initial feedback because they're so impressed with the way the lights perform that they might not be giving us some simple feedback such as, hey, I don't like the color of your clip. I think it should be less shiny, or, it's a little more of a matte finish on our clip, but it's a little bit brighter or more reflective, I should say, on some of the lights than the others. It's a byproduct of the process of manufacturing the clip and the materials used. But I might lose that feedback when someone turns around and sees just how powerful they are. Can we talk about the theorem switchback and which lights work best? We have several lights, but use the M5 G2 with the theorem switchback. Which I believe there's different sizes of the switchback. I've tried to get a hold of theorem, and they spoke with me a couple times, and I've not really heard from them since. I can't remember her name, Susan or Susie at theorem. I would like to get a couple of them. I'll probably just buy them this week, get a couple of them and see as far as the I'll have to see if I can get the theorem. If I can get the theorem products and see, I know that there's an E9 that the theorem works on very well. And the way it actually worked is inside that finger hole, which I don't put my finger all the way in that theorem switchback. I kind of keep my finger on the inside of it. No different than a Morpheone. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Sit tight. Don't anybody go anywhere. Let's see what we got here. We got to go to the safe here. I can't believe that. He just left everybody unattended on this podcast to go to a safe. So let's hypothesize that this is the theorem switchback. Okay. It's not. It's actually a really interesting Morphe custom. Again, little plug, Microtech Knives, Southern Tactical Blades. Great Microtech dealer. Also, go check out Hellacious in South Carolina. Great Microtech dealer. So let's say that this is the finger ring on the theorem. I like to keep my finger kind of here. I don't like to be the guy that puts it all around for multiple reasons. I think the theorem's ingenious. Part of the engineering of the theorem is, if you've ever noticed, there's that little split here. I'm assuming that's a breakaway, so God forbid somebody gets some torsion on your flashlight, you don't break your finger. From a tactical standpoint, that would be ideal. So in theory, let's say you had your theorem on there. Where the E9's button for the strobe is, I like to keep it set up so that if I'm holding the flashlight, I always can go more inside of the ring hole or the keyhole, if you will, if I need to. But I like to keep the theorem here, and then worst case, if I've got to spin it backwards or use it with a rifle, use it with a handgun, however I'm using the switchback, I always like to do it that way, because obviously you can do it this way, or you can spin it backwards and use the theorem that way. So in case that's kind of what you're asking, which is what it seems like. On this one, obviously you cannot. But with the E9R, it actually interfaces perfectly well with that straight to strobe feature on the E9R from Powertac. 129, 2,500 lumens, $129. Magnetically rechargeable, crenulated bezel. Can you see that? Can you see that? That's a bad day at the office, okay? Imagine stabbing somebody in the face as if this were a soldering iron because they talked to your guy all wrong. I don't know if you guys will get that reference. So that would be my answer as far as that goes. I would run the theorem for that. I don't know what you said. That's what she said too. Probably the unattended thing. I got my Destroyer G2, the first video on YouTube for it. Can't believe I finally made it to the live stream. I can't. Wait a minute. How did you get it and made the first video? Oh, you made your first YouTube video, not the first YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay. The 570 experience. You're going to have to explain your name to me because I don't know what that means. But the fact that you have a Destroyer has entered you into an elite club of people. Not everybody has a Powertac Destroyer. Everybody that doesn't have a Powertac Destroyer needs one. And I'm going to save you the trouble today. Go to our website right now. Use coupon code LIVE40, live40, and buy a Powertac Destroyer. You may never get 40% off a Powertac Destroyer again. You may never see a Powertac destroyer for 40% off, used, beat up, for sale. Our lights on the secondary market don't come up a lot. Okay, there's a reason for that. The people that know about us and the people that use our products realize ours are kind of cutting edge of technology at all times. So even our older lights, if you look at our competition, a lot of our older lights still keep up with what other companies are putting out. We always try to be at the forefront of engineering. We're always driving to do the absolute best we can. And as soon as any technology exists that we can improve our products, we diligently work toward that. So don't rest on our success. We're constantly trying to improve. So with that being said, a lot of lights come up on the secondary market. Actually I had an opportunity a week ago. I saw one of these on eBay. It was an actual original Warrior in the original box, which sounds silly, but I was so pumped. And a hot call came out, and I didn't get a chance to buy it on eBay because I was going to bid snipe that. Nobody buys on eBay anymore and just puts a proximity bid in there. You got to bid snipe. It's a rush of enthusiasm of, hey man, you know what? I'm going to get that thing. Somebody's going to get excited about it, and I'm going to buy that thing, and I'm going to buy it right in front of them with 0.2 seconds left. I hate all who do that. I hate you. Because I've now started doing that, because otherwise you drive the price up on me. I want to buy. I want to buy everything on eBay. You guys always drive it up. It is a breakaway. We're happy with the M5 G2 combo. Do me a favor, NJ Shooters. Comment on this video on YouTube or message on our Instagram. I would really like to know which model theorem you're running on the G5 or the G2, because I would like to do that. 570, asked and answered. 570 is my area code. Okay. Steve Brob is not from PA. He doesn't know it's 57-0. I live in 610. Oh, yeah. Nobody cares about Pennsylvania unless you're from Scranton. And if anyone gets that reference, great adulthood. This live, you're in the 570 area code. If you're in the 570 area code, people love you. I wouldn't resell my destroyer for twice what I paid for it. I also made a video. Games looks like I'm fun. Do me a favor, 570. I want to put your video. I want to help you in any way I can. I want to see your video. Do me a favor. Make one of our Instagram pages or tag us in a pun Instagram. Do something so I can get a link to your video. I want to see that video. I genuinely want to see your YouTube review, especially if it's your first video. The live is automatically making you my new favorite brand. Well, I appreciate that. Unfortunately, we don't have a more interesting or fun or exciting YouTube model. I tried to get Steven Seagal. It's out of the bag. I apologize, everybody. Steven said he was not interested by not answering any of my imaginary emails or telephone calls. Steven Seagal, I apologize. I couldn't get him. So this is what you got. You got Rob from Powertac pumping Southern Tactical. Get on Amazon and buy the 6 bullets you can't leave home without. Get on YouTube and watch 570 Experiences Destroyer video. And if you know Steven Seagal, tell him to start returning my phone calls that I haven't given him yet, because it's ridiculous. At this point, I mean, is social media not likable or what? So Steven Seagal, why Steven Seagal? So if you type Powertac, the 570s videos pop up everywhere. You made about 6 so far. You made 6 videos on Powertac stuff. Were they all destroyers, or did you buy a bunch of other lights? I appreciate that. We're trying to interact with you guys. The reason we're trying to interact with you guys is very simple. I have no life. I'm a sad adult man with no life. I have absolutely nothing better. No, I can't even justify that. We actually really do want to interact with you guys, mainly because, again, I cannot stress it enough. There are people that make a product and they make it to be rich or make money. There are companies that make products and they make them to be rich and they make them make money. Then there are companies that are very passionate about what they do. The money will come when you're passionate, okay? And we've been very fortunate with that. But you can't fake enthusiasm. You can't fake passion. So when you offer a lifetime warranty, when you offer the services we offer, it's a little difficult at times when somebody misinterprets, or I don't want to say has an issue, but doesn't, when they're, don't read an instruction manual or something as simple as that, and they take a shot at your brand or say, hey, well, this sucks, or your light's broken and it's a user error. The world is watching. And I use that loosely, but I mean it very sincerely. The world is watching. People will tell a lie 5 times over before they tell the truth. Okay. There's a reason that news articles always have a retract 3 weeks later on the 17th page. And that's because, the whole sex sells mentality. If people say something negative, people will always spread that like wildfire. So when people say things positively about us, I do appreciate it. The reason we're doing this is we are passionate about this brand. We're very passionate. Everybody that works at Powertac is very passionate about what we do, and it's very difficult to have that nowadays. And I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. I mean, it's a flashlight. How excited can you genuinely get about a flashlight? I'm always excited because I know doing these videos or doing a YouTube or going to Blade Show, which again, I apologize. I suck. I didn't get to Blade Show this year, guys. I genuinely missed that experience. One, if you've been to Blade Show, you know what that's like. Two, I got a lot of family there. I've got people that genuinely I would call and consider my family. I would cross the country. I would move mountains to help that I'll never see until Blade Show next year. So when you can get passionate over something as simple as a flashlight, it says a lot about the brand. It says a lot about the character of the brand. I'm obviously an employee of Powertac. I'm not the owner of Powertac. And I'm always passionate and excited about it because there's a reason. It's easy. When you do something that you love, yes, the whole, do something that you love and it will never be work. Well, that's BS. Okay. You're always going to have to work. To be successful, you're going to have to work. But if you do something you love and you enjoy it and you're passionate about it and you take pride in it, it's really, really, really easy. I'll get off my soapbox now. Just grabbed a Huntsman WML. Try to unseat my current WML. What's the best way to attach Powertac pressure pad in your opinion? Use the electric shape for my OG E5 from years ago. I personally like the Magpul setup. We are working on a different design as of right now in regards to check out Manta wire management covers. I like the Manta, but I also don't like the Manta. You would have to check it out. It's a personal opinion. I know people that absolutely are in love with them. I personally don't run one. We are working on something right now that will be a game changer as far as our weapon mounted lights go, as far as the pressure pads and all of that access to them goes. But I will tell you this. The Magpul setup, it has different options and different capabilities. And Magpul as a company, I don't know them personally, but as far as a company that does everything they do, Magpul really doesn't offer a bad product. They really don't. They just don't. The E5 Gen 1, M5, M5, or Huntsman, award G4, the 570 experience is killing it in the flashlight market. In case you guys don't know, I want you guys to use coupon code LIVE40, LIVE40 for anything you want Powertac related. Okay. That's going to get you 40% discount one time. Buy the Warrior, buy the Destroyer, buy 3 lights, buy your friends, buy your family. The world is a mysterious fig right now. So I would go ahead and do that. We're probably going to wrap up here shortly. I mainly wanted to get this video out here to apologize for everybody for Blade Show and get some of this stuff going so we can get some feedback rolling from you guys. Cannot stress it enough. If you're on Instagram, you have to go to the YouTube channel if you want me to see your comments. If you want, obviously the best way to get in touch with us or see when we're doing a live video, we're going to have future guests. We're going to be doing interactions. I'm actually working on the reception is terrible. I want to do a live shoot of a podcast out of a shooting range that I have access to, a private range, so that I can actually demo these lights in pitch black, in darkness. I think it would be a great podcast, not to be in somebody's backyard, but to be where you can get a shoebox and you can actually see what the distance, the throw, and we can use different lights for different mentality or different practicalities and show you guys how that works. So for about the next 10 minutes, use coupon code LIVE40. Do what you've got to do. If you have any final questions, Instagram guys, you got to get on YouTube for me to answer them. Okay. If you have any other questions, any other comments, any other concerns, please tell me now. I'm going to get into a couple really quick things about Powertac and some of the products and what we're doing. And then we're going to sign off because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. There's been some questions, some comments, some concerns about sizing mentioned in this video, in different videos. So this is a Cadet. This is an M5. If you look, okay? Cadet and M5. RCR 123. Very, very small light, very practical. My personal go-to everyday carry setup. I'm going to tell you what it is right now. I'm going to make this very easy for you guys to understand. On my plate carrier that's in my patrol vehicle, I run an E9 in one of these holsters. Okay. When I'm not at work, I run a Cadet or an E9 or a Warrior. And I run a Cadet or an E9 or a Warrior because I keep this style charging cable, that port, they're identical. I keep those lights because I can take one of my handy dandy Powertac charging cables, and while it's on my plate carrier, it charges magnetically. I have to get out of my vehicle. I don't ever have to take it off my vest. I don't ever have to take it off my person. It's there. It's ready to go. God forbid something bad jumps off and I've got to get out of Dodge, so to speak, get out of my car fast. It's ready to go. If I go to take my seatbelt off and use good seatbelt technique, it pulls the cord off. I don't have to worry about it. So that's part of what that is. And then I don't have a full-size Gen 4 Warrior, but the Gen 4 Warrior is what's on my actual load-bearing outer vest, load-bearing outer vest that's on my everyday carry at work. 4,200 lumens on the Gen 4 Warrior. This is obviously not, but it uses the identical charging port. So why do I do that? Well, this answer has probably answered itself at this point. Whether I have my Cadet or my E9 or my Warrior, magnetically recharges. The batteries are swappable between the Warrior and the E9. The Cadet being so much smaller than these other lights, the Cadet has to run an RCR 123. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave you with this. Everything should be a system, okay? Everything should be a setup. You should have training. You should have a mindset, okay? The 6 Bullets You Can't Leave Home Without of. It's a book by Dan Spagnone and some other authors. It's on Amazon. Go check it out. On Combat by Lieutenant Colonel, is it Rex Grossman? If somebody's familiar with that. Lieutenant Colonel Grossman. It might be Dave Grossman. I think it's Dave Grossman. Great book. Okay. Proper practice prevents poor performance. The 5 Ps. Just like I'd mentioned earlier that I believe amateurs train till they get it right and professionals train till they get it wrong. Having a backup flashlight is way more important than having a backup gun. Having backup medical equipment. Always, every vehicle, I make a first aid kit because I am a nerd. I am a geek, but I want to know what's in my kit. Okay. I was in a situation recently that I won't get into vivid detail where I had to pull out an ab pad that I knew was there to apply pressure to a GSW or a gunshot wound. I had to do that in an attempt to save somebody's life. Reason being, I knew it was in my kit. I knew where it was. I knew how to apply it. If I handed you this right now, you don't have a clue what's in this. Sure, looks like a waterproof container. It looks like there's some stuff in it. I could pull one item out of my kit, and you'd be like, that's stupid. Siloam. Why do I have a chem light? I'm the Powertac guy. Why do I have a chemical light? Because I don't need batteries. Because I don't care what happens to this. Because I might want to mark a wound. I might want to mark a wrap. I might want to mark an illumination. I want to be like, hey, attention over here. There's bandages all over this person, but for some reason, this bandage is glowing. Well, if you're a surgeon or you're in a medevac and I get smoked, you're going to be like, why is that glowing? It's probably a clue. Pick out something else completely random. Okay? The best practical first aid item you can own. They do a great job of plugging holes. That's all I'm going to say. The point being, you should know what your kit is. You should know what your setup is. 2 is 1, 1 is none, right? Make sure you have a backup to your backup. I always have like 5 flashlights. I really do. Because 1, I'm Rob from Powertac. 2, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd with this stuff. Okay. If you've got a bug out bag and you're sharing the flashlight from one pair of pants to the other, you're an idiot. You're going to forget that flashlight. Have backups. Have spares. If you have a spare gun magazine, oh, well, man, I've got this gun mag. Cool. Well, by the time you buy this $40 Glock mag, and nowadays with the price of ammo, by the time you put ammo in it, you could have bought a spare Powertac and kept it in that bag too. And you're going to use it 500,000 times more than you're going to use this magazine. Well, that magazine might save my life. I will bet you any amount of money that that flashlight in that bag will save your life 10 times over before you ever possibly maybe enter the 0.0034% of concealed carry permit holders that ever actually shoot their gun in a deadly force situation. I'll take that bet. Know your kits, know your setup, know your stuff. I don't like the phrase piss poor performance because I don't believe that that fits. It sounds like the 5 Ps. The 6 Ps just doesn't roll off the tongue. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. That's 6. Okay. I like 5 Ps. Proper planning, not prior, proper. Because I am prim, I am proper. Planning prevents poor performance. 5 Ps. It's faster. It's less labor intensive to say. And I'm right, you're wrong. And whatever the 5th one is. With that being said, keep it simple, stupid, and the 5 Ps. The 5 Ps. You said Steve's right. Steve said 6. Or is it 5? I can't read. Apparently, I can't read. I'm not sure. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Please like, comment, subscribe, any of that YouTube stuff. I don't want to beg you. Go on our Facebook page. Check out the official Powertac fan page. Get in there. Comment section is going crazy, as Michael would say. I'm not going to control it either. He's not going to control his 500,000 comments. I'm not going to control the 7 that we get, or 12. Okay. That being said, it's Monday night. I'm going to say something that most of you hopefully will understand. Right now, there's a lot happening in the world. Keep your wits about you. Carry a flashlight. Good luck. God bless. We love you all. Instagram crowd, thank you for tuning in. YouTube crowd, we love you. We cherish your friendship.